Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Today we will make this gorgeous poncho with 4 squares, and we will add a beautiful border and a very pretty neckline. I used mandala sparkle yarn from Lion brand. The color is called Nova, and here's the hook and yarn information. For my medium-sized poncho I used about 3 skeins. We can use our border to adjust the size of the poncho. I made 6 rounds for a medium-sized poncho. My squares measure 15 by 21.2 inches, and I steamed them on very low heat. Here I have some measurements of my poncho, the neck space, the width and the length. Now we can crochet our first square and start round 1 with a magic ring. Let's create a loop by placing the working yarn over the loose end. Then pull the working yarn through the loop and chain 4 for a treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over twice, and we go next to the 2 pieces of yarn into the ring and make 15 more treble crochet into the ring. So together with the chain of 4 at the end of the round we will have 16 treble crochet. You can also adjust your ring. You can pull it tight or make it looser. We have our 16 trebles, including the chain of 4. Here's the first real treble we made. Next to it is the 4th chain. Go into the 4th chain and make a slip stitch. And slip stitch in between the chain of 4 and the first treble crochet. Now we can pull our ring tight and start round 2. In this round we will treble crochet 2 together. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over twice and treble crochet into the same space. Pull the yarn through and then pull through 2 loops, and through 2 and through 2, and that counts as 2 trebles together. Chain 2, yarn over twice, go in between the 2nd and the 3rd treble and make an unfinished treble into it. Pull through 2 loops, through 2 loops and leave 2. Yarn over twice, go into the same spot, then pull through 2 loops, through 2 and through 3 loops and chain 2, 1, 2. Make the unfinished treble crochet into the next space, leave 2 loops on the hook. And make the unfinished treble into the same space, leave 3 loops on the hook. Pull through 3 and chain 2. And now we can repeat into all of the spaces 2 trebles together. With a chain of 2 altogether we will have 16 clusters with 2 trebles together and a chain of 2 in between. We have 16 times 2 trebles together with a chain 2 in between. Make your last cluster into the last space and chain 2. Slip stitch into the treble crochet right on top of the treble and into the chain space, and we can start round 3. Chain 1 and make a single crochet into the same space and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Go to the next space, single crochet, chain 3. Next space, single crochet, chain 3. This way we will have 16 chain spaces at the end of the round. Let's double check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the 16th chain space is right here, the chain of 3. Slip stitch into the single crochet and into the chain space, and we can start round 4. Chain 3 for the first double crochet, then make 3 more doubles into the chain space. 1, 2, 3. So we have 4 doubles, and that's already our easy round 4. Double crochet 4 into all of the chain spaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can finish round 4 with a single crochet into the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the 3rd chain, and we can start round 5. Let me show you real quick what we're going to do. We will treble crochet 2 together to make those little triangles with a chain 5 in between. Let's start round 5 with a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3, then yarn over twice and skip 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and treble crochet in between the 4th and the 5th double. Our first triangle is done. Now we can finish with a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over twice and go into the same spot where we just made our treble. Pull through 2, and leave 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, skip 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and finish the treble. Pull through 2, and through 3 loops. Our second little triangle is done, and we can finish this repeat again with a chain of 5. Make the unfinished treble in the same spot we just made our last treble. Pull through 2, and leave 2 loops. Yarn over twice, skip 4, and finish the 2 trebles together. Pull through 2, and through 3 loops. And we can finish our repeat with a chain of 5 and make our unfinished treble where we made our last treble. Yarn over twice, make the treble crochet but don't finish it. Leave 2 loops. Yarn over twice, skip 4, pull through 2, and through 3 loops, and chain 5. Then we always start where we stopped. Make your unfinished treble into that spot, leave 2 loops, skip 4, and make the 2 trebles together. Pull through 2, and through 3, and chain 5. At the end of this round, we will have 16 of those little triangles and 16 chain spaces. Let's finish round 5 together. I have 1 more space left over. I chain 5, treble crochet where we made our last treble crochet, leave 2 loops, and go into that last space where we made the single crochet next to the chain. Make your treble, leave 3 loops, pull through 3, and chain 5. And now we can finish round 5 with a slip stitch right on top of the treble crochet and into the chain space, and start round 6. Round 6 is very easy again. We make 7 doubles into all of the chain spaces. Chain 3 to start, then make 6 more doubles into the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So together with the chain of 3 we have now 7 double crochet. Double crochet 7 into all of the chain spaces, and I will do that in cheetah speed so we can see what it looks like. 7 doubles into all of the chain spaces. We will have 16 clusters with 7 double crochet. Let's finish the round with a slip stitch into the 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd chain and start round 7. Chain 3 for a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more chains, 1, 2 for the chain space, skip 2, and double crochet 2 into the 4th double, 1 double, and the second one also into the 4th double. Chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet into the 7th double. That's our first repeat. Let's do it one more time. Double crochet into the 1st double, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet 2 into the 4th double, 1 and 2, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet into the 7th double, and one more time, double crochet into the 1st double, chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet 2 into the 4th double, 1 and 2, chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet into the 7th double. At the end of the round we will have 32 chain spaces. Make your last double crochet into the 7th double. There won't be enough pink yarn for round 8, and I would like it to be a solid color, so I switched to this purplish color, but after I finished my square I noticed that the purple looks almost the same as the gray, and it's nice to have the square in a different color than the circle, so I ended up redoing round 8 in a pink color, and now it looks nice. Let's look at the end of round 7 again. Our last double crochet is in the 7th double. Now slip stitch into the 3rd chain, and we can start round 8. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first treble crochet 2 into the chain space, 1 and 2, and treble crochet 2 into the next 2 doubles. The first treble into the 1st double, the 2nd treble into the 2nd double, and again treble crochet 2 into the chain space, 1 and 2, and into the next 2 doubles, 1 and 2. We will have 128 trebles at the end of the round. Now let's finish this round together. We have 2 trebles in the last chain space, but we have to make 1 more treble into the double below. Now we have our 128 trebles, and we can finish this round with a slip stitch into the 4th chain and start round 9. Chain 1 and single crochet to the right of the chain of 4. So we're going back a little bit. If you look, the stitch is in between the 2 doubles we made in round 7. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet in between the 4th and the 5th treble. So if you look, it's again in between those 2 doubles we made in round 7, and chain 4. And that's already our round. Skip 4, make a single crochet, and chain 4. Skip 4, single crochet, and chain 4. At the end of the round, we'll have 32 chain spaces, but hang on, don't make your last chain space yet. We will finish that one together. We have 4 trebles at the end of the round. Let's make the last chain space. Chain 2 and double crochet into the first single crochet that we made at the beginning of round 9. Now let's start round 10. Chain 1 and single crochet into the same chain space and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip to the next space, single crochet, and chain 5. And we can repeat, skip to the next space, single crochet, and chain 5. And this way we will again have 32 chain spaces. At the end of round 10, make your last single crochet into the last chain space and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch into the single crochet and slip stitch into the chain space. And as I mentioned before, I will redo that round 8, but right now I will continue with the gray color, and that's also the gray color that I use in my final square. I hope you bear with me and my color changes. Let's continue with round 11. In round 11, we will make our corner with 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles into space number 1. Space 2 gets 4 trebles, space 3 gets 4 doubles, space 4 gets 4 half doubles, space 5 gets 4 singles, space 6 gets 4 half doubles, space 7 gets 4 doubles, and space 8 gets 4 trebles with a chain 1 in between the clusters. And we make this pattern into 8 spaces 4 times to fill our 32 spaces. Let's start with space number 1, where we just made the slip stitch. That's our corner, and we will make 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles with a chain of 1 into that space. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first treble crochet. Then make 2 more trebles into the first space, 1 and 2. Chain 3 and treble crochet 3 more into the first space, 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1. Our second space gets 4 treble crochet. Move to the second space and make 4 trebles into that space. 1 treble, 2, 3, and 4 trebles into space 2. Chain 1. Space 3 gets 4 double crochet, 1 double crochet into space 3, 2, 3, and 4 doubles into space 3. Chain 1, space 4 gets 4 half double crochet, 1 half double, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, space 5, that's our smallest stitch, gets 4 single crochet. Make 4 singles into space number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, and we get large again. Space 6 gets 4 half doubles. 1 half double, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, space 7 gets 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 in our last space gets 4 trebles with a chain 1. That's space number 8. 1 treble, 2, 3, and 4 trebles. And remember to chain 1. We have 24 empty spaces left and we can repeat our pattern 3 more times. We'll start our pattern in the next space with our next corner with 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles. Make the second corner into space number 1 with 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 3 chains and 3 trebles into space number 1. 1 treble, 2, and 3, and our second corner is done. Chain 1, the second space gets 4 trebles. 1 treble, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, the third space gets 4 double crochet. 1 double, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, the fourth space gets 4 half doubles. 1 half double, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, the fifth space gets 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and we're getting larger again. Space number 6 gets 4 half doubles. 1 half double, 2, 3, 4, and chain 1. Space 7 gets 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and our last space, space 8, gets 4 treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and now we can restart our pattern again. We have 16 empty spaces left over and we can repeat our pattern 2 more times. Make your third corner with 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles, and then fill the spaces with 4 trebles, 4 doubles, 4 half doubles, 4 singles, 4 half doubles, 4 doubles, and 4 trebles. And don't forget to make a chain 1 in between of the clusters, also at the end of the 4 trebles. Then we have 8 more spaces left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we repeat this pattern 1 more time. Make your fourth corner with 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles, and then repeat the pattern. 4 trebles, 4 doubles, 4 half doubles, 4 singles, 4 half doubles, 4 doubles, and 4 trebles, and chain 1 in between. Oh, I have to make my last chain here. Let's finish round 11 with 4 slip stitches. The first one goes into the 4th chain, the second one into the treble, the third one into the next treble, and the 4th one into the chain space, and we can start round 12. Let's take a look at the corner. It's different this time. We have a treble, a chain, a treble, 3 chains, 1 treble, 1 chain, and 1 treble. Let's see. Make a chain of 4 for the treble crochet, then chain 1 more for the chain space, treble crochet into the corner space, chain 3, treble crochet into the corner space, chain 1, and one more treble crochet into the corner space. And there's one more little difference in this round. We make no chain after we made the corner. Everywhere else we repeat the same stitches as in the previous round. So we have 3 trebles in the previous round, and that's where we make our 3 trebles now. 1, 2, and 3. And now we chain 1 again. Take a look, we have a cluster of 4 here. So that was the reason for the corner, so we can continue working in clusters of 4. Now in the previous round we have 4 trebles, now we're making 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th treble. Chain 1, now we have 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, now we have 4 half doubles. They can be a little tricky. Go into the right stitch right there and make your half double, and then 3 more. Second half double, the 3rd one, and the 4th half double. Chain 1. Now we have our 4 singles. Make 4 singles into those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1. And now we have double crochet 4 into the previous 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, double crochet 4 into the previous ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, treble crochet 4 into the previous 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, then treble crochet 3 into the previous 3 trebles. 1, 2, and 3. And we don't make a chain. As you can see, no chain, and we will continue with our corner and get our 4th treble by making the next corner. Now let's make our second corner. Treble crochet 1 into the second corner space. Chain 1, treble crochet into the corner space. Chain 3, treble crochet into the corner space. Chain 1 and 1 more treble crochet into the space. If you take a look, we have our cluster of 4 over here as well. Now we can crochet down the second side. Remember, after we made the last treble crochet into the corner, there's no chain space, and we repeat the same stitches as we did in the previous round. So where we had 3 trebles, make 3 trebles, chain 1, 4 trebles, chain 1, 4 doubles, chain 1, 4 half doubles, chain 1, 4 singles, chain 1, 4 half doubles, chain 1, 4 doubles, chain 1, 4 trebles, chain 1, and then we finish with 3 trebles and no chain to keep our clusters of 4 right around where the corner is. Now we can make our third corner and the third side. The third corner, make it with 1 treble, 1 chain, 1 treble, 3 chains, 1 treble, 1 chain, and 1 treble into the corner space. Remember, after the last treble, no chain, and continue with the 3 treble crochet and make that pattern on the side and finish with 3 trebles into the previous 3 trebles and no chain, and we can make the 4th corner and the 4th side. And you can use the same pattern to make the 4th corner and the 4th side, and we'll finish with our 3 trebles. Let's do that together. Let's make the 3 treble crochet, go into the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull into the right loop, pull it aside, go underneath the slip stitch and make a treble crochet. Then go underneath the slip stitch and make a regular treble crochet into the previous treble crochet, ignore the slip stitch. And the same with the last treble crochet. Make a treble into the previous treble underneath the slip stitch and ignore the slip stitch. Now slip stitch into the 1, 2, 3, 4th chain but into the left loop. Slip stitch into the chain space of 1, slip stitch into the treble, and slip stitch into the chain space of 3, and we can start round 13. In this round we will make double crochet, chain 3 for the first double, then make one more double into the chain space, chain 3, and make 2 doubles into the chain space. So our new corner is 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles. Double crochet into the treble below, chain 1, and now we work in clusters of 4 again. Make 4 doubles into the previous 4 stitches, and it doesn't matter what they are, we always make 4 doubles now with a chain 1 in between. So 4 doubles, 1 chain, and then make 4 doubles into the previous stitches, and those are the trebles, but we also make the doubles into all of the other stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1. Altogether we'll have 9 clusters with 4 doubles and 1 chain in between. Then here I made my 4 doubles into the 4 trebles again. Here's the 1 treble left over, chain 1, make a double into that 1 treble, and then repeat the corner. Make 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles into the corner space, 1 double and 2, chain 3 and 2 more doubles into the corner space, 1 and 2, and now we can repeat on the other side again. Double crochet into that 1 treble crochet, chain 1, and then start working in clusters of 4 again. Make 4 doubles into the previous 4 stitches with a chain 1 in between. You can repeat that pattern all the way around, and we will finish this round together. After we made our 4 sides and 4 corners, we have 4 more treble crochet left. Here and then at 1 over there. Chain 1 and double crochet 3 into the previous 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. Then count to the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull the right loop aside, go underneath the slip stitch and make a double into the 4th chain. We have 4 doubles. Chain 1, go underneath the slip stitch into that last treble crochet and make a double. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain, but this time into the left loop. Slip stitch into the double and into the chain space. As you can see, we have our cluster of 3 doubles. In the next round we will have 4 again. Let's start round 14. That will be our last round for the square. Chain 3 to replace a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, then chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, and make a double crochet into the corner space. Then double crochet 3 into the previous 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. So we finish our square with a cluster of 4 on each side. Chain 1, and now we can do what we did in the previous round. We work in clusters of 4 again with a chain 1 in between. So we can make our 4 doubles into the previous 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4, with a chain 1 in between, and we can repeat that 9 times. When we get to the corner, we have our chain and then the 3 doubles into the previous ones, and we can make the 2nd corner with a double crochet, a chain of 5, and a double crochet into the corner. Now you can repeat that same pattern on this side. Double crochet 3 into the previous 3 doubles, chain 1, and then continue double crochet 4 into the previous 4 with a chain 1 in between. Crochet the 4 sides and the 4 corners, and let's finish the 4th side again. Chain 1, double crochet into the first out of the 3 doubles, then double crochet into the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3 into the right loop, pull it aside, go underneath the slip stitch, make a double, and double crochet into your last double. Ignore the slip stitch again, go underneath and make the double. Then we can cut the yarn, pull it out of the last double crochet, and I will show you how to do the invisible join. Thread a needle, then count to the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into the front and the back loop of the 4th chain, and then you can turn your work a little bit and go top down into the last double crochet to the back loop and a little back bump. Then you can pull your loop tight so it's the same size as your double crochet. We have our correct stitch count. Now you can turn your work a little bit again, and I like to go top down behind all of the stitches through the chain of 3 and sew in my loose end. Our first square is done. Now we can make 3 more just like it. Now let's make the seams for our poncho. We only need 3 squares, so I take one aside. That will be my back piece later. Then turn all of the squares over to the wrong side. One shoulder, the other shoulder, and the piece in the middle, that will be the front. Turn them over to the wrong side and arrange them into this L shape. Then we can make our seam. We will start in the corner, work down the side, around the neckline, down the other side, and around the other 2 corners. The first 2 squares are wrong side up, and I place the corners together so the right sides face each other inside. Then I make 2 single crochet around both of the corner spaces. 1 and 2. Now we will crochet front loops and back loops together. Go into the first double, here's the front loop, behind it is the back loop, go into the front loop. And on the second piece, here's the front loop, behind it is the back loop, go into the back loop and make a slip stitch. So we're slip stitching front loops and back loops together. Front loop, back loop, slip stitch. And 2 more times, front loop, back loop, slip stitch. And last time, front loop, back loop, and slip stitch. And here we have our 2 chain spaces, and we make a single crochet around both of the chain spaces. And I'm going to do the next 4 so we can see what the seam looks like. 4 slip stitches into the 4 doubles, front loop and back loop, and 1 single crochet around both of the chain spaces. This is the wrong side, and on the right side we have 2 nice little lines and a single crochet in between. When you get to the neckline, slip stitch those last 4 doubles together. Here's my last double, front loop, back loop, slip stitch. Then we can make 2 single crochet around both of the corner spaces, 1 and 2. Now we can put the first square aside, grab the 3rd square, and place it corner to corner so the right sides face each other inside again. And we can make 2 singles around those 2 corner spaces, 1 and 2. And now we crochet the same pattern down those 2 sides. We crochet front loops and back loops together, front loop, back loop, and slip stitch. We slip stitch our 4 doubles together. And we single crochet around the 2 chains. Here's the wrong side, and here's the right side. We can crochet until we get to the corner, and then make 2 single crochet around the 2 corner spaces again, 1 and 2. And now our first seam is done, and we can do the second seam exactly the same way. I placed my poncho right side up, and now I can fold my shoulders over to the middle. So now this is the wrong side, and over here that is the wrong side, and I place my 4th square into the middle, also wrong side up. Now we can make our second seam exactly the same way as the first one. Crochet the corners together, down the first side, around the neckline, down the second side, and crochet the second 2 corners together. Now we can add some border rounds. It is a 2 round pattern repeat. I'll start in the back of my poncho. The poncho is right side up, and this is the back corner. And I will make my first corner with 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 3, and double crochet 2 into the corner space, 1 and 2, chain 1, and now we already know this pattern. Double crochet 4 into the next 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, and double crochet 4 into the previous 4 doubles with a chain 1 in between until you get to the seam. We have 4 doubles with 1 chain, and also at the seam We have our 4 doubles, chain 1, then double crochet 2 into the first chain space, 1 and 2, and double crochet 2 into the second chain space, so we have our 4 doubles here as well. Chain 1, then continue with 4 doubles into the previous 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and we can repeat until we get to the second seam. When we get to the second seam, we can make our 4 doubles into the last 4 doubles and chain 1 and double crochet 2 into the first space and into the second space with a chain 1 and repeat our pattern, 4 doubles into the previous 4 doubles with a chain 1 in between. When we get to the corner, we have our 4 doubles with a chain, then make the corner with 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles and chain 1. Then again 4 doubles with a chain 1 in between until you get to the next seam. Make your chain, then 2 doubles into the first space, 2 doubles into the second space and chain 1. Then again 4 doubles with a chain 1 in between and repeat this pattern on the second seam. Let's finish round 1 with 1 chain and a slip stitch into the double, into the next double, and into the chain space, and we can start round 2. Chain 3, double crochet into the corner, chain 3, and make 2 doubles into the corner space, 1 and 2. Now we can double crochet in the 2 previous doubles, 1 and 2, chain 1, and now we can repeat our clusters with 4 double crochet and a chain in between. As you can see at the beginning, we also have a cluster of 4 doubles. Let's make our 4 doubles with 1 chain in between until we get to the first seam. That's where we made our 2 doubles into the 2 chain spaces, and we have 4 doubles into those with a chain 1 to the right and to the left. And on the second seam the same way, 4 doubles into the previous 4 doubles with a chain to the right and to the left. Now let's take a look at the corner. We chain 1 and make 2 doubles into the previous ones, 1 and 2, in our corner with 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles, and 2 doubles into the previous ones and 1 chain. So we have 4 doubles here and there. Then we make our 4 doubles with 1 chain and also 4 doubles with the chains where we have our 2 doubles into the chain spaces, and on the second seam the same way. And now we can finish our round, and we have 4 doubles again to the left and to the right of the corner. 2 doubles go into the previous ones, and then we slip stitch into the 3rd chain into the double and into the chain space, and we can start round 3, which is the same as round 1. Chain 3, make a double crochet, chain 3 and double crochet 2 into the corner and chain 1. Then we can make our clusters of 4 doubles with a chain 1 in between until we get to the corner. We have our 4 doubles and a chain 1. Then we make 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles into the corner space and chain 1. And now we can continue with our clusters of 4 doubles and a chain 1 in between. Let's finish round 3 together. We have to make 4 more double crochet, chain 1, make 2 doubles, 1 and 2, double crochet into the 3rd right chain, and into the double crochet we have our cluster of 4 doubles and chain 1. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain, left loop, into the double and into the chain space, and we can start round 4, and round 4 is the same as round 2. We start with our chain of 3, a double, a chain of 3 and 2 doubles into the corner space, 2 doubles into the previous doubles, and chain 1. We make our clusters with 4 doubles and a chain 1 in between. And our second corner with 2 doubles into the previous 2 doubles, 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles into the corner, and 2 doubles into the previous one. So we have 4 doubles on each side of the corner again with a chain 1. And then we crochet on the other side, 4 doubles with a chain 1 in between. Let's finish the round. 4 doubles into the previous ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, double crochet into the right 3rd chain, into the double crochet and slip stitch into the 3rd left chain, into the double and into the chain space. I repeated those 2 rounds 3 times, so I have 6 rounds as my border, and it gives me a medium-sized poncho. Please finish with the second round of the repeat, so we have 4 doubles to the left and to the right of the corners. Now we can make the last round with the picots, but first let's finish the second round of our repeat. I double crocheted into the 3rd chain and into the double below, and we can finish with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start the final round. Chain 1 and go to the right of the chain of 3 into that space and make a single crochet. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 into the corner space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, and now if you look at those 2 pieces of yarn of the double crochet, go into those 2 pieces. They look kind of like an arrow up, and we can make a slip stitch to all 3 loops and make 2 more doubles into the chain space. 1 and 2 and chain 2. Skip 2 doubles, 1, 2, and go in between the posts of the 2nd and the 3rd double and make a single crochet. Then skip to the chain space and make 3 doubles into it. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Go into the 2 pieces of yarn of the double crochet. They look like an arrow up. And make a slip stitch. And double crochet 2 more into the chain space. 1 and 2. And single crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd post. Let's repeat. Make 3 doubles into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3 and make the slip stitch picot into the double crochet into those 2 pieces of yarn. Double crochet 2 more into the chain space. 1 and 2. And single crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd double crochet. Now we can repeat the 5 double crochet into all of the chain spaces with a 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 3rd double and a single crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd post. When we get to the corner, we can make our 5 doubles into the corner with a 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 3rd double. At the corner we need more space, so we make 2 chains to the right and to the left of the 5 doubles. Then on the side of the poncho, we make the single crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd post, and then no chains. We just go directly into all of the chain spaces and make our 5 doubles and the 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 3rd double crochet. I will finish this last border round with a slip stitch into the single crochet and sew in my loose end. Now we can make 1 more final border round on the neckline. We will double crochet in clusters of 3 with a 3 chain slip stitch picot and 2 chains on the side, and in the front and back we need a bigger space, so we will chain 4. Our poncho is right side up, and we will start in any of the clusters. You can start anywhere you like on the side, as long as it's in between the 1st and the 2nd double, so you can start in any of the 4 doubles. Double crochet in between the 1st and the 2nd double of any cluster. Then double crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd double. Go right in between those posts and double crochet. Now we can make our 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 2nd double. Go through the 2 pieces of yarn and pull through 3 loops. Double crochet in between the 3rd and the 4th post. So we have our 3 doubles with the picot. Now we can chain 2, 1, 2, and repeat. Double crochet in between the 1st and the 2nd post. In between the 2nd and the 3rd post. Make the 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 2nd double crochet and double crochet in between the 3rd and the 4th post. Now normally we would chain 2, but I'm at my next space. That's the big space in the middle, and I want to show you really quickly how to do that one. It's very easy. All we do is chain 4 instead of 2, so we can reach all the way over to that other side and restart our pattern. Double crochet in between the 1st and the 2nd post, and I pull tight so there's no big loop right here where the chain space is. Double crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd post and make the 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 2nd double and double crochet in between the 3rd and the 4th double. And we can finish our repeat with a chain of 2. 1, 2. Let's do it one more time. Double crochet in between the 1st and the 2nd post and the 2nd and the 3rd post. make the chain 3, slip stitch picot into the second double, and double crochet in between the third and the fourth post. Chain 2, 1 and 2, and we can repeat this pattern until we get to our next big space. And all we have to do is chain 4 to skip over it and restart our pattern. Then you can slip stitch into the first double and sew on your loose end. And our poncho is finished now. I hope you love it as much as I do, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.